Hey guys, welcome to your general tarot reading for March 2018. I know some of you missed me in February. Thank you so much for your calls, for your messages. Those of you who are connecting with me via Instagram and really supporting me during that time, it means a lot. I needed some time out to really go through some changes and transitions that were happening in my own life. I've moved home, for example, but also just doing some really deep spiritual healing, shadow work in order to really clear myself, to become a greater channel of, intuition, compassion and guidance, both towards myself and everything that's going on in my personal life, but also to really impact this space and to be of great service to you. I feel like things have gone to the next level for me personally, and so naturally I felt like this space needed to reflect that. And so I'm changing the spread that I normally do away from the emphasis so much on like what our wants and desires are towards a more soul-based, kind of purpose-based focus, because I feel like we can pursue our desires. We can pursue, from at that ego level or personality level, we can pursue the things we really want, get them, and still feel dissatisfied or still be chasing the next thing. So I feel like it's a bit broader for us now. I think we're ready to deal with the soul growth, the karmic lessons, the personality transformation to make room for our true soul selves. And so hopefully you really vibe with the way that I'm going to do the spread. I am playing it by ear, all intuition, all channeling. So we'll see how that feels and just vibe with each other how we normally do. As always, if you would like a personal reading with me, you can get that at my website, nicoleblack.com/services. And you can work with me either in person, you can get video call from me, and you can also get an MP3 tarot podcast from me. So 3 different ways of connecting. So go and check out the website if you would like something personal, nicoleblack.com/services. And for now, we're going to get straight into your reading. Okay, Scorpio, so I didn't get to do a January reading to focus on your energies for the year. So I'm going to pull some cards to give you that message now about what the general energy is for this year. So Spirit, we bless this reading, we clear these energies, we come to it from a love-based perspective. I tap into all the Scorpios that are connected to me throughout this timescape. Whatever moment that they're watching this video, I ask that you would allow them to receive the message that's in their highest good and to their benefit. Okay, first 2 cards are out. I just want to pull a couple more from the Osho Zen Tarot deck as well. What's the theme of the year for Scorpio? What's Scorpio's theme, Spirit? Oh, what's Scorpio's theme? What's the theme of the year for Scorpio? Oh, this card. Maybe one more? Theme of the year for Scorpio, Spirit. Theme of the year. We'll take that. Okay. Let's put these a little bit more where you can see them for now. Okay, we'll come over here and we'll put this one here. So we've got We Are the World, Conditioning. That's so interesting. I did a reading for Scorpio earlier today and that card came out. Queen of Swords in reverse. And 8 of Swords. Interesting. These energies are actually mirroring each other here. This I feel is about your inner critic. Interesting. And this is, I feel, is an energy of transformation. Okay, so I'm going to do this part of your reading before I pull the other cards. I just feel led to do that. So Scorpio, this We Are the World card here, this is your 2018 energy. Typically this card for me would be about connections with others, completion on a particular level, soul family kind of energy, but it doesn't feel that way for you here. It feels kind of like a birthing energy. Actually, it feels as though this world here that we're seeing is coming out of the night. You see how it's like the world in the context of a galaxy, in the context of a universe. You can see all these stars in the background. I feel like it's a birthing energy, and I feel like you are creating a whole new world this year. Like you're really leveling up, you're really deciding on what the conditions of your world need to be. And I feel like the people that are surrounding this globe, this circle, Well, I mean, they could be your soul family, but it's more so that what you're creating, it goes beyond you. I feel this year, this is your 2018 cards, I feel this year, Scorpio, you're creating a world that serves others, you know, that comes, it's almost as though the darkness, the regeneration that you're used to, the rebirth, the transformation, all that stuff that you're going through is going to become the ground that others can build on, the ground that others can learn from. These are experiences others will draw from. I see you stepping out of the shadows into the light this year. But in order to do that, the other part of the theme for you is the conditioning card. This year, you're going to be really challenged, Scorpio, on the, it'll be too simple to just say limiting beliefs, because we all have limiting beliefs and we're always working to, you know, challenge that and renew our minds, so to speak. But there are some things that are not just about limiting beliefs, that are part of our core conditioning, part of the way, the environment that we're in, you know, the environment, what we've learned from our environment. And the environment isn't just a physical locality, but it's about the family, the religion, the job, the society, the culture. And you see a lion here amongst sheep, not a wolf, a lion. So you see the kind of incompatibility of this. I think this is why you're birthing a new world, Scorpio, because this year is showing you that the environment that you've been in, where you've been planted thus far, has been incompatible. And I think you have, I'm going to call it in a haughty way. It's not negative. It's just an acknowledgement. I think you have been feeling a little like that lion. I think you have. I think you've been acknowledging that you are different from your community, different from the people that are around you. Now, you might have some like-minded souls, but on the whole, the group dynamic feels like, you know, a little lesser. You know, that they're not thinking on the same level as you are. Scorpio is a very deep seeking, deep searching, secretive, discover the deep secrets of things, go deep into the dark and reveal kind of energy. So naturally, you are inquiring on a different level to this group dynamic. But it's about you breaking free from this now. It's about you being able to roar like the lion that's in there. And that feels like your Mars energy. Mars is part of your ruler. So I feel like this is part of what is coming forward as is like your voice, your authentic voice is what I'm feeling. It's about you being able to speak up in your world without hesitation, and also without fear of what you know, these sheep are literally going to be back at you. You're not even interested in what the echo is from this, the echo chamber that is this. No longer. You don't care about that anymore. You are moving into, you know, this kind of fierceness, and I think that's super dope. So the other cards, which are your energies for the year, in order for you to achieve these two energies here, you have the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Swords here. Queen of Swords, I think, is about your harshness towards yourself. This is your inner critic. Queen of Swords is about the way that you internalize feminine energy inward. This is how you internalize your judgment, Scorpio. This is how you criticize yourself. This is how you demand a lot of yourself. This is how sometimes the pain and the darkness that you guys go through, which is part of the Plutonian experience for you, part of the Pluto ruler, I thought for part of that can be self-inflicted, you know, that you can find yourself like injured by your own words, injured by your own expectations and demands of yourself. So I feel like this is a caution. This came up in reverse for you. So it's saying this year, it is time to kill the inner critic, the inner judge, you know, lose the sharpness with yourself. Because if you think about this as a birthing process, like I said, when a woman is in labor, like this is not the time for criticism and harshness and judgment. You know, that is not healthy for the mother, and it certainly isn't the conditions anyone wants to bring a brand new, innocent, vulnerable, gorgeous template of human flesh, you know, this sweet baby into the world in that way. So you need to think about what you're birthing and how this is effectively the energy of an abortion. That's what that is. This is the energy of an abortion, Scorpio. So it's really important that you don't do this. And what you're breaking free from, like I said, these cards are echoing each other, you know, so this is like the inner level. This is what's going on with you on that subconscious, deep, private level that you don't like to talk to people about, the part of you that you don't share that much with. I think you're very privy to this. Externally, though, it can have you like this. This is a little second guessing. This is not really knowing which direction to move in. This is the feeling of being stuck. You know, this is like not knowing where the world goes or what the world comprises of, you know, or how long the process of pregnancy and gestation is. You know, this is an energy of doubt and confusion, and this is what you need to break free from, because what I see in these cards here, these two cards particularly, and this one, is a lot of mental energy. Now, you're a water sign. You're a very powerful water sign as well. You know, the water signs, Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio, are very different. But what you have that the other signs don't have is a fire sign, you know, the fiery Mars ruler. And that's something very different about you. That gives you a bit of a warrior energy. And so it's really important that what you break away from right now is all the leading that you've been doing from a purely logical place, and find your inner strength, which is your water energy. Finding with that combination of water and fire to balance out this air, even to minimize it. You know, you really want to reduce the amount of mental reliance you've got right now and rely on your real superpower, which is the power that you find when you're in the darkness. This is the birth space. This is the womb space. Okay, so hopefully this makes sense to you. And as we do the readings throughout the next few months, I think these cards will become clearer and clearer. I'm going to make mini videos as well, so that you can always come back to the messages for the year as the months go by, and just remind yourself when you need to. Ashe. Okay, Scorpio, so your cards for March. What's your energy this month? Who are you showing up as? Oh, already. Court card, character. What's your energy? What's your character this month? Interesting. 2 Wands card. I've just been talking to you about the power of your fire energy, and here it is. I'll show you these cards fully when I finish shuffling. Okay. What's the context for this, Spirit? What is going on in the lives of Scorpios? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. What else is happening in the lives of Scorpios this month? Context cards. The Hanged Man in reverse. None of this surprises me. What else is happening for my sweet Scorpios? I have a lot of Scorpio friends at the moment who are very, you know, coming closer to me, playing a bigger role in my life right now. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Swords, and the Lovers in reverse. Okay. What's the core lesson here? Definitely this card. Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles. This feels like developing a new skill set. What's the advice for Scorpio for this month? And this card. Wow. Temperance, Queen of Wands, 10 of Swords. Okay, we'll stick with these. An outcome card. What's your energy leaving the month? What's your energy leaving the month, Scorpio? Where do we find you? Where do we see you? What's Scorpio's energy moving from March? Nice. From that's 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. From March. Nice. Okay. Lovely. March into April. Okay, loves, your monthly energy. Scorpio, your first card for the month is the Page of Wands. What I see here is this is your character. This is who you're showing up as in March. This is you wanting to start out on a new venture. I feel like there are some plans you have, some ambitions you have, some desires, some things that you've been kind of thinking over and mulling over on an inner level that you're wanting to take action on. Now, you don't have all the pieces together yet. You know, you're not, this is definitely a beginning kind of thing, or maybe returning to something and kind of picking up where you'd left it. So therefore, there is a kind of restarting, a new beginning kind of energy, because I think you want to take it in a different direction. But here with this Page of Wands, this is also a card, the pages are messengers. So I feel like you have a desire to communicate, you know, maybe not large and wide, because this is not the Knight of Swords, for example, it's the Page of Wands. So I feel like you are wanting to communicate some of your desires, some of your ideas, your ambitions, your interests, but with a small group. I don't think you want to, you know, declare your plans too loud, but you are at that point of going, okay, I think I'm ready to kind of you know, tell the relevant people or kind of get the ball rolling in some way. But I see you wanting to achieve something, wanting to step out, and you're pursuing something. Your fire energy, your will, your ambition, your drive, your spiritual intuition, all of that is kind of just is churning up for you right now. You know, the wheels are turning for you at the moment, Scorpio. But the next card that you have here is the Five of Wands. And it came up in reverse for you. This card, I feel, is a reflection of you feeling a little conflicted internally, a little warring with yourself. This can be like going back and forth on whether this is a good idea. This can be kind of thinking, okay, did it work last time? Do I do it this way? This is a lot of kind of mulling things over internally, but it's also an obstacle for you because the way that it came up in the reading is that this person couldn't move on to the next stage because of this energy yet. So I feel like there is there's a conflict going on here. You know, there's some things that I think you sense. This is a fire sign card, so this is going on an internal level, and I think you actually sense, Scorpio, that you don't have all the pieces together yet. All of this, I think there is a bubbling frustration about how to move forward with this particular thing, and it feels more doesn't feel like a love relationship. This feels more project, creativity, business, you know, like things you want to do and create in the world. That's the energy that I'm getting. I think that's the zone that you guys are in right now. So with the Five of Wands here, I think the reason that you're conflicted with yourself is because I think that you do actually feel on a deeper level that there are missing pieces or something that just isn't clicking yet, and I don't think you're very sure about what that is, because in terms of the context of those cards, the Ten of Pentacles comes up. Now this Scorpio is about not having the, or not necessarily not having, but it feels like you're distanced from the big picture. Okay, so it's like if there are certain things you really want, certain things you're working towards, certain things you believe in, whether it's, you know, an objective you have for your business, a creative project, the long term, this card I feel is not only just the distance from it, but kind of a lack of resource energy. It could be like not enough financial flow right now. It could be it feels money related, so it could be not enough financial flow. It could be debt related. It could just be your money tied up in other things. So it's like you've got the money, but not, that's what I mean by financial flow, like you can't invest it or use it or deploy it in this particular time. You could have like, you could be relying on other people, you know, so there might be someone else who kind of needs to release some material kind of income. There's just like this thing of like not having the right foundation to make the move that you want to make next. That's what I feel from this card, and I think this is causing a little I don't think you like the way that's slowing you down currently. I was gonna say if it's not financial, but it does actually feel financial to me. So if it's not specific money, it's definitely something practical. You know, it's something practical that's kind of making this picture incomplete. You know, that this is what I'm saying about this energy. You can feel that something is missing, like you need more than what you currently have in order to take this particular wand of creativity forward. The Hanged Man in reverse is here, and this is an indication, a major arcana. So this is a really, you know, this is a prominent energy for you. This is an indication, Scorpio, that you are definitely missing something. Okay, so the Hanged Man suspends herself up on a tree, upside down, Odin, the kind of mythology of Odin, and in order to gain insight, gain knowledge through seeing a situation in the reverse, in order to identify the pattern, to see what is repeating, to see what is happening, to see what is stopping you from moving. You know, if it is a situation where every time you get ready to do this, you feel this, then the Hanged Man is like, okay, I'm gonna take a minute to understand what's going on here so I can break this cycle. But you get this card in reverse, right? So the halo here you see is the aha moment. It's the light bulb. It's the Hanged Man going, I get it. In reverse, you haven't got it, right? You haven't had this moment, and I think that's why you are in this uncomfortable energy. This is part of generating the tension you need in order for you to look closely at this situation. As a confirmation of that, you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is showing me that you are doing some planning, you are taking decisions, making steps, you know, thinking strategically, but in reverse, it's like don't move yet because you haven't, there's still a hole in your plan. There's still something, there's still a short-sightedness. There's still something that needs to come together. And I feel like if you move now, Scorpio, seriously, I feel this card is telling you it will be the wrong move for you. It'll be premature. This doesn't feel like a successful energy yet. Hold your horses. The next cards I have relating to that energy. Five of Swords, the Lovers in reverse. So for some of you, the issue and the delay is financial, it's money related, okay? There's a block there in that area. For others of you, it's about people, okay? There are people, groups, partners, could even be your family in this sense, a relationship, whoever it is. There is a dynamic at play because you've got 2 5s now, okay? So we've got conflict internally and then conflict externally in the Five of Swords. This, I think, relates to what I said to you about the energy, the overall energy of the year, and this kind of conditioning energy and the sheep that you're currently around right now, Scorpio. Here is what is happening. There is a departure needed, and there is a departure happening no matter what. This isn't really even in your, this isn't in your hands. So this is like a conflict that is stirred up because you're in internal conflicts. That's what I mean. So this energy is internal for you. So no matter what, this is happening externally because it's purely a reflection of what's going on inside you. I feel here that this is about not seeing eye to eye with people. This could be about not feeling fully supported as well, you know, particularly around your business and creative ideas. This is not feeling fully supported. This is not seeing eye to eye. There is this kind of parting of ways, this need to release certain people that you've been trying to pull along, really. That this is not working anymore because I see the Lovers card in reverse. Now, this is a journey towards your purpose. This is a higher octave of love. This isn't just like romance, you know, and that one-on-one intimate love. This is like the bigger, this is the love that drives the driving force of the whole energy of your life. And here I see in reverse, it's as though you don't have, this is all about lacking of resources. This is what I feel really strongly for your energy this month. Either it's financial or it's people, but you know, whether it's a person-based resource or a more physical-based energy resource, you're lacking it. With the Lovers in reverse, the duality, the twin here, the other side of this person, the person who matches your energy, person slash people slash group slash family slash business connection, partnership, whatever it is, environment even. This is a Gemini card. Gemini rules the house of environment, siblings. So this is in reverse. It's saying you don't have this, but that's part of the reason you're going through this. This is why March is going to feel like this for you, because you need to part ways in order to create space for you to really give to this energy, to give to this type of partnership, to give to these people that will propel you forward, because you're both being guided. Look at the angel above, hands out over both of you, and you need to be connected to people who draw you, who push you along like a particular road, but aren't living off you. They're not siphoning off you. They're not leeching off your energy, your blessing, your spiritual growth. They're doing their own, you know. So it's a mutually beneficial kind of partnership. And the cards that came out as clarifiers on that, Possibility card here from the Osho Zen Tarot and the Thunderbolt. Look at the red in this energy. I kept talking to you about the fire that you've got. Scorpio's fire energy, I think, is really prominent for you. I don't know what Mars has been in Sagittarius, so where's it going? Capricorn. I'm not sure. Well, that's where Mars is universally, but for some reason I feel Mars energy really activated for you guys. Okay, so what is this saying? This is saying that the Thunderbolt card here is about these disruptions that I'm talking about. It is this kind of parting of ways energy. Sorry, trying to get the right cards in my hand. This is the parting of ways. This is the drama. This is the arguments. This is the, you know, the harsh energy, you know, the abruptness of things. But the Possibilities card again is showing you that the whole purpose of the Thunderbolt, this is the Tower card. The whole purpose of this is the clearing of what cannot withstand the energy that's coming through, okay? It's about removing whatever structures are flimsy in your life. And the Possibilities card is saying, look, we're clearing space. We're clearing the road. We're clearing the pathway for this. Okay, so those are the context cards. So what's your lesson? What's your spiritual lesson this month, Scorpio? Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in reverse. Page of Pentacles is an Ace of Swords together. It's telling me that Spirit is urging you towards developing a new skill set. That's what you need right now. You're calling on a different type of energy than you're used to. The Page of Pentacles is about your investments. The Page of Pentacles, I feel here, is about taking the little that you have and making a move on it. Now, I know I just said to you with the Knight of Pentacles card here that you need, you know, more information. There isn't quite time to move yet. So that might just mean it's not time to, you know, do the biggest move, take the next. It's not time to leap 10 steps forward, but that doesn't mean that you have to stop altogether. It means take more considered smaller steps, right? So here you have the Page of Wands. This is your energy. This is who you're showing up as this month, and this is your advice. So what I feel is that the Page of Pentacles is about you taking action on your intentions. This is about your intentions, your will, your intuition, your ambition, you know, your spiritual self. And this is saying manifest this externally. Whatever this project, this business, this idea, this creative project is, whatever it is, Scorpio, is in you right now, and Spirit is saying this month, take a step, you know, make a considered, not a huge risky one, make a considered step towards actualizing this thing, because this will grow into this. You don't have all of this right now, and that's true. So recognize your limits at the moment. Be you know, frank with yourself about those limitations, and adjust at the moment. Adjust right now to the energy of this particular moment. And remember that I said that this year is your We Are the World card. This is your birthing year. So in the sense of, yes, ultimately the birthing, the baby for the mother is the 10 of Pentacles, but there are loads of adjustments a pregnant woman has to make during those different trimesters, right? There are things she has to refrain from, for example, that her energy is also being diverted. You know how pregnant women are tired? Her energy is being diverted inwardly towards creating this whole new human being inside. So equally, as you're going through this birthing process, you need to be considered about your energy, considered about the fact that you are the Page of Wands with one wand here, and then make a practical decision, a practical investment, a practical action that reflects the level of resource and energy you actually have. There's the Ace of Swords here. I thought this could be in reverse about like don't deceive yourself right now. This month is not the month to just be sporadic or just like, you know, move forward and act like and just kind of disregard the signs. This isn't the time to disregard the signs. And this isn't also, you know, sometimes like we're doing manifestation or we're thinking positively, it isn't the time to be impractical about your spirituality. I think that's why these Pentacles cards are coming through for you. This is a time of practicality right now, Scorpio. Be in your practical energy. So this Ace of Swords, the sword turned inward, is about clarity on an inner level, because currently you don't have that. So gain that. Don't give in to self-deception this month. But also it's about inverting the sword so that you're not projecting this sword outwardly. Yes, you are going through some conflicts and partings with people. There's a little strife energy coming up for you this month. That doesn't mean that you have to pick up the sword yourself and be swinging at people. There's a difference between energy and action. Okay, so it's saying don't prolong this energy. Don't be ultra sharp towards people if it's unnecessary, because you have the higher spiritual perspective through the energy of the Hanged Man that what's happening right now is on an energetic level. It isn't personal. It's not on a ego level dynamic between you and others. So when you feel these tensions and these conflicts coming up, higher level, higher spirit perspective is there is a soul's growth happening here, and I don't have to indulge sharpness and pettiness. Don't do it. And listen, we all know that Scorpio is very partial to some revenge energy. You guys love that shit, okay? You do. This ain't the month for revenge and scheming. It is not. It is not. I'm just telling you, I warned you, okay? You guys feel like doing that this month, you know, buyer beware, okay? So your advice, closing up your reading, your advice for the month, the Temperance card. What did I say? Balance it out. It's not for the sharpness. It's not the time for revenge. Also, balance out your core energy, which I think has been very mental and logical for you. Now, I told you to be practical, but practical isn't just the application of logic. It's the application of all the different forms of information, the different modes of knowing and being into something externalized. Okay, so it isn't just like, I've got all this intuition and I believe in spirit, but you ain't making nothing in your external world reflects that. You're still haphazard, you're still fearful, you're still harsh towards yourself, your walls are still up. Like, no, temper this all out right now while you're hanging here. Major arcanas, these are important messages for you. While you're hanging here, find that temperance energy. What are you tempering the air sign energy with? Well, definitely fire, definitely, you know, your intuition, your willpower, but also the pentacles energy is coming through very strongly for you. Groundedness and practicality this month. Balance it out. Queen of Wands as your advice card. Now, I think this really matches the Page of Wands energy. Great fire energy for you this month. Page of Wands is your action, but Queen of Wands is how you see yourself, and this is important. This is who you need to know that you are. Okay, there is a need for some confidence in who you are as you go through these transitions and these changes. There is a need to be kind of like on the throne, so to speak, and a little above the drama this month. That's what you've got to be. And whilst the fire signs, particularly the Queen of Wands, is a little partial to some drama, you know, right now, it's like she's watching it from afar, from a distance. So you need to find a little distance from this energy and really deploy that fire energy a little bit differently this month. Because if you don't, 10 of Swords, this is here for you. If you guys want to swing it, like I said, if you want to do the revenge and the pettiness, this will be the result of that. Okay, and remember what I said to you about the Queen of Swords energy here, about being the abortion energy. I hope this doesn't offend anyone. You know, I'm using this as a metaphor. I'm making any pro-life or kind of any political statements about abortions. I believe in a woman's right to choose anyway, but this is about termination. Let's say terminating what is gestating, ending something prematurely. And this is saying that this will happen to you and you will have to start this cycle anew. This beginning energy, this project that you have, you can kill it. You have the potential this month to kill this thing. So don't do that. There is a need for more reflection, more practical application, more temperance. So how are you leaving the month? If you can take this advice, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, a dope card. All this stuff that I've been saying to you about not having your resources, you know, things not quite being together for you to make your next move. This is an energy that is leaving in reverse. The scarcity that you're currently feeling and the lack, as March closes out, you will no longer be in that energy. You know, you'll be leaving some of this feeling like you don't have enough. 10 of Cups, beautiful. You will find reconciliation, you know. You will find peace in your relationships with others. You will also attract the people or person that relates to this Lover's card for you. Now, yes, this could be a literal intimate love, romance, soulmate partnership, but this could also be, you know, a better family relationships. This could be business partnerships, friendships. This could even be, you know, a deeper bond, you know, love with your children, whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever this resonates as for you, this is you. I mean, this is dope. This is your end of March energy. Okay, this is what's potentially there for you. But because you do have all this fire energy right now, Scorpio, I do see the 7 of Pentacles as part of your ending of March energy. Now, this is not negative. If you do what I told you to do and invest, make a step, be practical, put something out in the world in the form of the Page of Pentacles, then you leave this month looking at your investment. With the 7, there's already some growth, you know, so you're adding to your garden, you're adding to your portfolio, let's say. But I do see you watching it a bit. I do see a little impatience energy here. And, you know, that doesn't surprise me, okay? But pace yourself and trust that things are growing. Trust that the season is shifting. You know, here in the UK and London right now, it is amazing that it is March. We are entering spring and it is snowing. Like, it is a freezing winter brisk time. So you're waiting for the right season for things to grow in, okay? So in winter, for example, things are still growing, but they're growing slowly, much more slowly. So just find the right pace for yourself at the moment, and don't give up faith on seeing the return on your efforts and seeing this Page of Wands, whatever this relates to for you creatively, seeing this thing take off. Don't give up faith right now. So Scorpio, my loves, I hope that resonates with you. I hope that you have connected with a different way I've attempted to do this spread this month. Hit me up, let me know. And if you want a personal reading, it's NicoleBlack.com/services. Follow me on Instagram, Leona Nicole Black, and on Twitter, Leona N Black. I love you guys. See you next month. Mwah.